Around the world, 1.4 billion people live below the poverty line on just $2 a day. In our society, $2 couldn't even buy a cup of coffee. But this isn't stopping the Oak Tree Foundation from challenging everyday Australians to live below the line this May to raise money and awareness for poverty.
Behind me are members of the Oak Tree Foundation, and while it may look like they're hosting a dinner party, what they're actually doing is promoting awareness for world poverty.
Their aims are simple: raise money and raise awareness. The fight against poverty is in full swing, with Live Below the Line kicking off its South Australian launch in the middle of Rundle Mall. The campaign, which runs between the 16th and the 20th of May, is not your average fundraiser.
Live Below the Line challenges Australians to feed themselves on $2 a day for 5 days. They obviously get sponsorship for that from their family and friends, and small businesses, however they choose to, they can run a fundraiser. And all that money, dollar for dollar, goes straight to our project in Papua New Guinea, and also any leftovers, stuff that we don't need in Papua New Guinea, will go to Cambodia and East Timor.
Aside from raising money, Live Below the Line simply aims to give Aussies a look into the challenges faced by billions of people who are trapped in the cycle of extreme poverty.
I definitely wouldn't be able to live off $2 a day. I'd probably spend about $100, $120 on food a week.
I would not be able to do it because at the moment I spend like $10 a day just on food. Yeah. So $2 would kill me.
Jess Thompson is the campaign state manager. She says that this year the foundation is aiming high and hopes to set a new benchmark.
Last year, the first year it was ever run, we raised $520,000, and that was a huge feat for us. It was really just a testing year, and so this year we're aiming high, aiming for $1 million. We've got a lot more preparation this time, and yeah, we really think we can do it.
State Director of the Oak Tree Foundation, Ben Trewin, is passionate about the cause. As well as running the campaign, he also participates. Last year he took on the challenge and successfully fed himself for only $2 a day.
Breakfast for me consisted of a few slices of bread in the morning. That was followed by just a basic lentils and rice for lunch, and that was normally shared between lunch and dinner. There was the option of throwing in a few veggies there where we could. I think one night I was able to treat myself to a pasta dish with some, a tomato sauce, and I must admit, there were times where there weren't as much variety. It was just a replication of the same food, just what was being able to be afforded. And I think on the last day I was able to make some potato fritters, which was sort of just a treat, really, in a way. So on top of that, there was no option for soft drink, for coffee. It was, drinks literally consisted of water. Snacking throughout the day was really hard to do because we didn't have that option. And yeah, I know that the week challenge alone was incredible, let alone thinking about what that would have meant to do it for 2 weeks, let alone for a month or going beyond that.
However, despite the difficult nature of the task, the cause is definitely worthwhile.
So our project in Papua New Guinea is an education project. It's based on training teachers and giving scholarships to students, as well as buildings the schools. So the project in Papua New Guinea is in Yangas. It's a remote community in the highlands of Papua New Guinea. It's a 3-day walk apparently to the nearest road, so it's really remote. I think the school there has been closed down for 20 years, so they're reopening it, and it's a really big deal for the community, lifting themselves out of poverty.
As well as helping directly, money also goes straight to the root of the issue and focuses on eradicating polo, ensuring a fair price for workers, and exposing and tracking corruption. John Conley grew up amongst poverty. He has seen firsthand what it is like to live below the line and believes this campaign will definitely help Australians gain a greater understanding of the issue.
Growing up in the Middle East, where there are a lot of people, most of the people on less than the poverty line, the country Yemen is the poorest Arab country in the world. And then coming here, when I think about the challenges of my life, I realise that I'm one of the lucky 6% of the world's population that's got enough food and shelter. And I think this sort of awareness to the consumers that are running past us is a really good thing.
Melissa Gray, Inside Adelaide.
Finally on tonight's show, sci-fi and anime fans welcomed the first Armageddon Expo last Saturday. It gave them a chance to dress up and meet some of the characters behind their favourite films.
Fans of anime and sci-fi reacted enthusiastically to last weekend's Armageddon Expo at the Adelaide Showgrounds. The expo was in Adelaide from the 5th to the 6th of March, giving many the chance to show off their excitement and talents through cosplay. Some feeling that it was impossible to compete with the high standard.
The costume took me about a month, but that was pretty much working every single day and not eating very much.
All last year and this year to get all the materials.
5 weeks and paid about $100 just for the pieces.
It probably would have taken a week, but I procrastinated a lot, so a month. I don't know how long it took for me. I ended up finishing it last night. My nana helped me.
Fans were also given the chance to meet some of the people behind their favourite TV shows and films. Special guest star actor Lance Henriksen was happy to visit Adelaide and meet young fans.
The people here, they've been very gracious with us, and so it's been a lot of fun.
Mr. Henriksen was thrilled to see both children and adults having fun, and was touched by how happy and welcoming Adelaide was.
An artist did that, turn around. There it is, not bad for a human. So look at this, someone gave me this. That means I'm going to come back, I'll be back.
There was plenty to do and buy at the expo, many finding that they were running short of money.
Oh, close to about 500. A fair amount, so there goes our savings.
People of all ages were kept busy by Q&As and games. There was something for everyone as children and adults explored the different stores around the expo.
There are elements here that the kids love, like with the Batman people and the voice of Grandpa Max on Ben 10. So there's something here for all the kids. But then there's a lot of old school fans, and might be 60, 70-year-old that come and love meeting the celebrities, and so we get a really good mix of sort of just general audience, not just your anime people or your comic book people. So we get a nice general family feel.
Fans were overjoyed by the diversity of the expo and the chance to see old friends.
Seeing everyone and coming into a convention like this and going, I know that person and that one.
We had really no expectations, but the energy and the vibe in here, and there's plenty of people coming through the doors, so we're really happy with it so far.
Sione Kelly, Inside Adelaide.
May the force be with you.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight. Remember, you can check us out on Facebook or YouTube. I'm Ella Germain. See you later.